other things.
Weird. Weird.
You know, someone said that frickin' Panera's Pepsi's taste funny.
Better.
No, I mean,
What?
Oh, dude, nice. You added that. Sick.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Welcome everybody to the Average Intelligence Podcast. Uh, you may see a familiar face. He finally got internet.
It took forever.
He's got Starlink. See, that's how Elon says it, right? Starlink.
Listen, I know this is off topic, but I've got Starlink now. It's $40 a month, and I didn't even have to pay for the equipment. It's literally just given to me. Like not given to me. Like I would have to pay for it if I didn't return it, but like you just return it when you're done with the service. $40 a month, and I get 100 megabytes per second out here in the middle of boonies. So it's not the fastest, but it's pretty awesome for right now. And I can triple my speed if I want to pay $80, but honestly, I don't need it.
I need to check your audio because you're probably
My,
good now.
my,
You were a little bit lower than me, and I'm a little high for some reason.
all right, I just turned mine all the way up, so
Oh, okay, let's check it.
forget about the price tags.
No, you're good. So, just to let everybody know, tonight's podcast is brought to you by our friends at lightsaber.com. Is it lightsaber or lightsabers? Yeah, no, dude, they're lightsaber.com. I've seen theirs, and I'm going to order one of theirs soon. But I've seen their product before. I've held it, I've touched it, I've played with it, and they are the best. They really are. They're not indestructible, but they're pretty darn close. And also by Boger Cabinetry, save 15% off when you mention this podcast on your in-store order. And then if you're ordering online, just shoot me an email. We'll figure something out. But so, Eric, this is funny to me because I just thought you had played it, like with the rest of us back in 1997, 1998. Eric
Nope.
just started playing Ocarina of Time. Now, how are you playing it? Are you playing it on PC or the original N64?
Original in 64.
I have the Master Quest version for GameCube. They updated the graphics a little bit, but the only thing I really notice is more color contrast. Like, the game looks the same, but the colors seem to be a little bit more vibrant. Probably not
That
now
that
on a modern TV, but
that would be fantastic because I'm playing on an old CRT TV with my N64 and it looks like poop.
well, and we're spoiled, right?
Well, the CRT TV is not a good quality one. My good quality
Yeah.
one is out in my garage and it weighs like 500 pounds. And
It's
I'm
like
a
the
strong
meme
man,
with
but
the
I'm not that
yeah,
strong.
yeah. It's like the meme with the moving the TV in the '90s, and it's got like the world's strongest man, and he's got like a TV, and it's everything, dude. Like the kids today don't know. They don't even
Pretty
know.
much. Not
You
even
just
not.
you didn't move TVs.
Mm-mm.
Could you
Like
imagine? Yeah. Could you imagine trying to? There's a reason you used to put them in cabinets because there was no way you were going to be able to mount that thing. It is not happening. It's too heavy. You tear the wall down. I'm still getting used to wall-mounted televisions. It's strange for me because I come from the era of you put it on a table or you put it in a cabinet.
I am definitely. I went back on wall mounts. I don't like them anymore. I'd rather be able to move my TV and not have to put more holes in my wall. And plus, we have plaster walls out here in some rooms, so it's a nightmare.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a fan, generally speaking, because
You put
again,
it
it's
too
like
high,
you.
you break your neck. You put it too low, you're like, it's just.
There are some really nice ones that are adjustable in various ways, and I guess I see the allure, but like I'm with you. And again, assuming that you do it right, which a lot of people probably don't.
Mhm.
So like they're just watching TV and I'm sure that
The TV's
happens.
like,
We have one now where it's in a stud in three places, but one isn't, and it's sagging. It's not gonna come off the wall. It's in three studs, but it's just funny because it does sag.
old sagging.
Oh,
Bilbo Saggins.
Bilbo sagging. Is that his rap name?
So, so back to the game. Yeah, so what Jake was talking about is that he assumed I played the game back in the day. I owned it.
We all did.
I had
Yeah.
it, but the thing is, like after I learned, I don't even think I think I played the DQ tree. Like I beat the DQ
Hmm.
tree,
Yeah,
and then
the first dungeon.
I went to Lake Hylia and just started fishing.
Which is it's super addictive. Like it's on par with fishing games out there. Like
Dude,
legitimately.
it is so fun. But the thing is, like you asked me the other day, you
I
said,
asked if
"Oh,
you got
have you been
fishing.
fishing?" And I said no because I won't do anything else.
It's like I have to stay on the straight and narrow. Which is actually one reason. So this kind of got spawned randomly because you said you were playing it. And then because we talked about it via text message, I started seeing stuff come up on social media about Ocarina of Time. And one of the things said that it was voted the greatest game ever made. It made it seem like this was recent. Turns out it wasn't. It actually got voted down in 2024, I think, by Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, or maybe that was this year. I think that was this year. But Breath of the Wild had voted it out. Now, here's the thing: we were talking about this before we got on. I still think there's an argument that this is the best game ever made, but can't say that definitively because I have not played Breath of the Wild yet. But I know people who have, and the way it's been described to me is, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's a fantastic game. However, and this is kind of a thing with newer games in general for me, and it might just be my old man yelling at clouds talking, but I think Ocarina of Time has the perfect balance of gameplay and fun things to do, but not be too much of a distraction in the world, if that makes sense. Like there's fun things to do, but there's not too much. I don't know if that makes sense.
I'm trying to follow. Are you saying that like that you can stop playing the game at any time to get what you need done out in the real world?
No, no, no. I mean in game, in the game.
Oh, dude, I'm so lost. Okay, I get you now.
Okay, okay. So a good. I'm trying to think of a good example of this because I unfortunately am not. I'm not a huge gamer because when you're an adult, you don't have time for that stuff. But I'm trying to make more time because now you're talking about it. And I'm like, oh man, now I want to play it again.
30 minutes a
I,
day. 30
yeah,
minutes to an hour is all I play because I can't handle anymore. It's not because I can't keep playing, it's because I have shit going on.
yeah. You got stuff to do, which I think is nice and healthy. Like that's generally when I was in high school, my threshold. There was one game where that wasn't the case, and we can talk about that later. But it's not Zelda. My threshold was about anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. Like I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts, but even that I could only play for like 1 to 2 hours max, and then it'd be like, okay, I'm kind of over it now. Unless I
Yeah,
was,
so
which I, dude, it's really good. But to illustrate how much of a non-gamer I am, I have owned Kingdom Hearts 2 since the year 2010. I have never put it in my PlayStation 2, not once. I've never taken it out of the box because I haven't finished technically. I've never actually finished the first one. I've gotten very close, but then I just things happen. But Ocarina of Time is one of the few games that I've beaten multiple times, and it's fun each time I play through it. So now I just I want to get into this, but basically what I'm trying to say is I think even though it was voted out, I think that it's also not fair to compare like Breath of the Wild and Ocarina of Time and say that oh Breath of the Wild is better just because it's newer. It's kind of like it's not
right.
fair because at the time Ocarina of Time was like
Well,
the
yeah,
greatest.
there's always going to be a young kid to come along and wipe up someone's record. You know, it just going to happen. I mean, unless you're Michael Jordan, you know, no one can
Well,
take it away.
that's why it always perplexed me, and this is the same with movies too. I never judge movies. Well, There's an asterisk to this statement. I don't judge movies or game based upon graphics or like VFX because it's an unfair comparison. Because like you can't compare a movie made in 1983 to a movie made in 2025 on visual effects because it's just not. You can't make that comparison. The only exception might be when at the
Flash.
time, well, but and I was going to say, here's the thing. Here's a good example.
Terrible.
I would actually consider like let's take the movie Dune from I think it was in 1984 or five I can't remember, but the movie Dune that was made in the 1980s. At the time, those VFX are laughable now, but at the time they were cutting edge. And if you consider the movies made in the 80s, they actually hold up generally well. The Flash was made in when was that made? 2023,
Hmm.
and those effects were horrendously bad at the time.
Horribly.
Like
They were just
so,
honestly, if they just go back and re-render them, like I don't know how long that would take, but like
I mean,
they could
probably.
literally make the movie so much better because the story was decent. Like I like that, but like I mean, it was fun to watch.
I just don't
I'm
under.
not gonna
I
watch a
just
movie if it ain't fun. If it's just a
yeah.
boring fucking story, I don't want to watch it. It's got to be fun too.
I
Like
just never
unless it's a
understood.
horror movie, that's fun.
Yeah, I just never understood why they didn't just go with Flashpoint Paradox because that's what they did. They just watered it down and made it worse. But anyway, we're not talking about the Flash. But I'm curious. I want to know your experience. I want to know your
All right.
experience playing Ocarina of Time.
So so far, um, I just finished the Water Temple, and
Your text
I'm not
messages have
gonna
been gold.
I'm not gonna talk about that yet. But
You don't want to
just the
talk about your
beginning.
trauma.
Well, I obviously I beat the Deku Tree and then moved on from there. Went and met Princess Zelda, whatnot. I've done all that stuff, like, and then after I got out of Hyrule, I went to Lake Hylia. But anyway, so since I grew up a little bit and was able to go and play actual temples, um, dude, fuck the Forest Temple. I'm sorry, screw the Forest. I'm gonna try to keep this PG. Sorry, everybody. But anyway, screw the Forest Temple and screw the Water Temple. Like those are the worst levels. I will say the fire,
They really are.
dude, the Fire Temple was fun. Like I enjoyed the Fire Temple. I enjoyed fighting the dragon. Uh, but in the water temple, dude, Shadow Link was the most annoying thing. But the thing is, the second time I got killed, and then I was just like looking for a way on the internet to get back to Shadow Link, and I didn't know that it was just like you literally go back into the temple, and it's just like a door, and then you're basically there. Anyway, I killed him really easily the second time because I learned what to do, obviously. But I'm I'm loving it right now. It's possibly one of my favorites right now. Um, I didn't think it was this good, It's just like, oh, I don't know, dude. Like, just if it had a little better graphics, it would be amazing. Like, just a
Really
little bit
like
cleaner, so I could differentiate between what things are.
yeah, I'll do you one better. What I would really, and I think they should do it. I would like to see a. I would really like to see like a an updated version. Like, don't change the game, but kind of like what they did with Master Quest. Just do another Master Quest, but update the graphics for the Switch. Like, re-render it, redo all the character design. Like, don't redo the character designs, but you know what I mean. Update them to modern graphics. I think that game would sell like hotcakes because all of us now would, like those of us that have kids would be like, sit down, you're gonna play this, and you're gonna like,
Well, like Link's Awakening, how they redid
yeah.
that. Like it looks
Now,
great, and it's on Switch. I'm
really,
gonna like I already said, dude. I'm planning on getting all the Zelda games now, and I'm gonna
ah,
go back through them. And honestly, if anyone would be interested, I would gladly stream them.
oh, for real, yeah. Actually, I think that would be with your commentary. I could. Okay, so to give you an idea of Eric is so much fun to play video games with because his commentary is second to none. I will share with you just one of the text messages I've gotten over the past couple, completely random at 8:03 p.m. yesterday. Damn, could have warned me I had to defeat myself. Motherfucker killed me and sent me back to the beginning of the water temple.
But I didn't know it was so easy to get back to him. I thought I had to go through all the bullshit that I went through because the water temple is literally the dungeon, or not the dungeon, the temple is literally up and down, and then you have
Yeah.
to flick switches and whatnot. And like, if you don't know where things are, and this is your first playthrough, and you don't have a guide, screw you.
That's
I hate
Zelda.
it.
Oh, I know.
I
Oh,
know,
no.
but I'm saying like I
Oh,
have
I needed a
ADHD, so like
walkthrough.
when something pops up and you're supposed to read it, I accidentally click out of it every time. And I was like, I think I was supposed to read that. And then
I
I thought I needed to use a scarecrow, and then I couldn't, and then I was frustrated, and then yeah. Anyway,
No, I'll admit, like Ocarina of Time was one of those games I used to walk through the first time I was. Remember back when you had to buy one? Like you had to go buy a
hmm
paper one? Or I guess they did have some on the early internet, but they were just like text and kind of vague. But the ones you bought had like maps and
I used
graphics
one
and stuff.
on the water temple. I'm not gonna be on. I'm not gonna lie. I had to. I was so lost, and then like and then I followed that to a T, right? So I assumed I had to follow it all the same way to get back to Shadow Link.
Oh,
I was sweating. I was like, "Oh,
there
please,
are
no.
well, but there are games that do that. I'll admit they're kind of frustrating.
It's
Where it's
fun
like,
though, man.
yeah, it is. It is a lot of fun. I just feel like it had the perfect. Like I described the Forest Temple this way. The Forest Temple to me has kind of the perfect balance. You might disagree, and some people will disagree, but I think the game as a whole feels this way. It has the perfect balance of the game being challenging, but not so challenging that it's frustrating.
hmm
Like you definitely get skills and you get better as you go along, but yeah, I don't recall ever playing it and getting the well, there was one, but it was a puzzle. It wasn't actually like combat or anything like that. There was a puzzle that had me stumped for a year, and then it was actually Keelan that solved it for me. And he did it in like 3 seconds. I was like, oh god, so stupid. But the game's never felt, to me at least, so hard, so difficult that it stopped being fun. Like you might get stumped, but eventually you kind of figure it out.
If you know where you're going, the game is not hard at all. Like at all. Like the bosses are really easy. Like don't get me wrong, like I fought the boss on the water temple. I thought like you even said he's easier than Link, and I
Is
didn't realize it, dude. It's
if you
literally just
know,
hook shot, swipe, 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 hook shot, swipe, 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 swipe. But you had to be positioned correctly, and
hmm
if you weren't, he would get stuck on the edge, and I'm like, ah. But I figured out that once he lays his tentacle down on the side, whatever it is, and then he climbs up onto that, I was like, tink. Took me like a whole whopping minute. I was like, really?
yeah, it's kind of like Dama, the first boss. It's like once you know what to do, it's such an easy boss fight, but it's still fun.
hmm dude, I'm not looking forward to Ganon. I don't know how this is
Oh, dude,
gonna go down.
it's such a fun boss fight though. It really is.
Okay. Like I'm kind of nervous because like everything's been pretty
You
easy. So
do.
I'm like, is this thing gonna be hard?
You get hyped up because the game also does a really good job of like making you feel the stakes, especially
hmm
as adult Link, that's a touch that I really like about that game because everything's darker. Once you're an adult Link, everything's darker. Like even your surroundings, your enemies are dark. Like that's when you get the re-dead, the zombies. Before that, you get like the little cute cartoon skeletons, and then
Yeah.
you wait. Like imagine like I'm kind of stoked for the movie. Well, I'm not going to say I'm stoked. I'm excited for the movie. I'm cautiously optimistic. I don't know
Oh
why
yeah,
they
I
would.
forgot.
Yeah, I would. I don't know why they wouldn't just do Ocarina of Time because from a story perspective, like I've heard a
It's
lot of people
perfect.
say. I've heard a lot of people say this too. Like speaking of Majora's Mask, I've heard a lot of people say that the gameplay in Majora's Mask is more fun, and I can kind of see that because with the different masks and abilities.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just and I'm trying to think. Ocarina of Time is definitely my favorite Zelda game. I think, like again, I think updating it to it was the first one to be in that 3D world, and I think that was what really sealed it for me. Because don't get me wrong, I like the older Zelda games, but to me, they're not as fun. They're still fun, but they're not as fun.
I don't
Um,
know, dude. All right.
Link to the Past is good.
So
Link to the Past is
I
really good.
dude, I'm just saying, Link to the Past is still my favorite right now. Now
Really?
I'm gonna say Ocarina of Time is amazing. Like I'm very infatuated with it right now. Like don't get me wrong, but Link to the Past, dude. It's the nostalgia. That's all it is. Like, don't get
Yeah,
me wrong, it's a better game, Ocarina of Time, but the nostalgia from Link to the Past, the story about it, like that. Don't get me wrong, the story for Ocarina of Time is sick,
that's what I'm
but
saying. Like it
I
would
didn't realize how
it.
much stuff was reused. I thought it was all
Oh
brand
yeah.
new, but so much stuff was reused. Like the menu screen, like as it
Hmm.
rotates. I thought that those were new, but like they're just reused things. They just did it in a different way and then
Hmm.
added a couple screens. And I was like, dude, this is the same game. It's
Yeah,
just
no, they
3D.
they reuse a lot of concepts. Master Sword, Master Shield.
Well, I even noticed that some of the dungeons, not necessarily dungeons, but like entrances into the dungeons looked like the OG Zelda game on NES. The
Hmm.
blue with the lines on the walls. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
So I
well,
was
I
like,
mean, and the concept of bottling fairies. Now, I think that Ocarina of Time was the first one where you had a fairy following you around. I
mm-mm.
could be wrong. No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah. Fairy falling around, yes. But bottles and fairies.
No, no, that's
I,
old.
th-
That's an old
th-
concept in
I
Zelda.
I don't know about the old ones, but I do know Link to the Past
Yeah,
has
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think. So, how does it compare to the Minish Cap?
I never played that one.
Yeah. Oh
Was that
no,
Game Boy Advance? That was Joel.
yeah. Well, funnily enough, when we played it, it wasn't. It would. I don't think it's been released in the United States, but it hadn't been when we played it. So we had to use an emulator to play it.
Dude, I played so many games on emulators, like,
Oh no,
and
I got
I
dude.
just I never played the Zelda games other than Link to the Past, like, because that was just what I played. But I did play a bunch of other games, like on Game Boy Advance, Legacy of Goku. I literally just
Mm.
replayed that, like, not even like 2, 3 weeks ago, and it only took me literally 2 days because it's a very simple game, but it's fun.
Definitely. But yeah, I remember Minish Cap being quite weird, comparatively speaking, and I'm kind of like, I kind of see why they didn't release this in the. They probably have now. Um,
Minish Cap, was that a standalone or was that like a dual game?
no, it was a standalone. It was the one where you had the talking hat.
I never played it.
Huh.
I know our friend Joel, he had a dual game, and I know I had Link to the Past and another game on Game Boy Advance. What was it? Four
Was it Four
Swords?
Swords?
Four Swords and Link to the Past, because I remember him sitting on the bus playing it on the way to
Yeah,
Voke,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he would ask me, he'd be like, "Hey, where do I go? Where do I get this? Where's this
Like, I
heart
don't
piece at?"
know.
I knew everything. That's why he literally asked me, because like apparently like that was my favorite game. So like I know
Oh, for A Link to the Past. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I can complete Link to the Past 100%. Every secret. Like, well, I'm not gonna say every secret because I think there's like a hidden room for the developers. Like, yeah, I don't know that shit, but I'm talking the actual game itself. I can 100% it.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to think because like this is how touch out of touch I am. This is not normally a video game channel, but I think we might want to. I'm gonna try to make more time for gaming myself,
Broaden our
but
horizons.
mostly because politics is just frustrating, as evidenced by last week's
Boring.
episode. Not boring, but it's just kind of like, ugh. Like,
Well, like I've said many times before, like unless you're a huge big name when you're talking politics, it's really hard to get noticed. And that's not the only reason we talk about other things on this channel. Like we talk about everything, so it's not like just one thing. So there's no topic. You never know what we're going to talk about. Next week we could talk about farts. Who knows? Flatulence. I got ass at the flatulence. Something like that.
oh god, completely lost my train of thought. Where was I going with that?
I
Oh,
don't
but
know,
like,
man.
I started playing Twilight Princess, and I got bored with it. I just-
Really?
yeah,
Because you
I
don't know
don't.
where to go?
Yeah, well, no, I got bored with all the tutorials. I'm like, I've played Zelda before. You don't have to walk me through how to push every. Like, I get it, but condense this, condense it, or like,
What was it? More complicated? Like movements and shit
it's
like
not.
that?
It, it wasn't necessarily that it was more complicated, but like, it makes you. It's one of those frustrating. Okay, when you start a new game, they usually have a tutorial segment, but the ones where you can kind of like skip through it are the ones that I like because if I figured it out, I don't need you to walk me through it. But Twilight
Mm-hmm.
Princess is literally like, if I'm remembering correctly, like you get your bow pretty early, and it's like, okay, try shooting an arrow, and then it's like, okay, now try aiming an arrow, and then shoot. Try to. I'm like, motherfucker, like this is not complicated. I get it. I push the B button and then release. That I aim with the joystick. I understand it. Like you don't need to walk me through how to do every little thing.
Just give me the C buttons back. Like seriously,
Exactly.
like I didn't realize how
How much?
necessary and how much they were like awesome. Like the N64 controller's perfect. I don't care what anyone says, dude.
Oh,
I love it.
I
I know you played on
slightly.
game. You like GameCube's
I like
controller. I hated them. They felt clunky. They were like
you
don't get me
say
wrong.
you
The
say that.
64
I
controller
was gonna
felt
say
good
you say
too.
that, and yet the literal spaceship that was. Now I will say
The Z
it's
button,
up
dude.
there.
All how it's like handled, like I don't know. And then the C buttons, like it's perfect.
But that's the only thing about the N64 controller is because if you're using the joystick, you have to move your hand to get to the C buttons. Whereas with the GameCube, your hands are stationary the entire time because your C buttons are to the
Yeah.
left and your Z buttons up here and your joysticks,
Ocarina of Time, Ocarina of Time, dude. The game is so slow that it doesn't even matter. Like it's
That's true.
you can
Well,
just
and
beat
that
it right over.
well, that might be the difference because in Master Quest, which is on the GameCube, like if you play the harder version, I'm actually really thankful for that
Faster.
different controller. Master Quest,
Hmm.
yeah,
There was a
it's a
different
lot of fun.
controller for that. Oh,
It's
the
on the
GameCube
GameCube.
controller. Yeah,
It's a lot of fun though.
which I didn't know the GameCube could literally play Game Boy Advance games. Did you know there's a slot in it in
No,
the
but that
back?
doesn't surprise. Really?
Game Boy Advance games, dude, or even Game Boy games. Like I'm fairly certain. Like and it's just a little slot on the back and a little thing you can flip up and pop it right in.
What? I need to. I don't have my GameCube here right now. Otherwise, I would literally go get it and look.
Dude. Yeah, I didn't believe it at first. I was like, what? And then what was it? Wii? They
Uh huh.
literally you can put a GameCube game in that and you can play
What?
GameCube games on the Wii.
How did I not know
Nintendo
this?
was all about reverse or what's the
Backward
backwards
compatibility.
compatibility. They were all about backwards compatibility back in the day. Now Switch, like obviously it's a little different. Switch 2, obviously it works, but
What?
you learned something new today.
Well, no. Apparently, you have to have a separate accessory.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, but it is definitely possible.
Oh, that's lame. I thought it came
Oh, you
standard.
have to have. Yeah, there's like a deck that you can get, but yeah, it's definitely a thing. God, that sounds fun.
That sucks. My bad. I thought it was all included. Maybe it was the
Maybe
original
the
GameCube
or maybe there was a version that came out
with
later.
it.
Dude, I still maintain it. I know it's a hot take, but I think in terms and granted, this is. Oh wow, that's funny. Um, sorry, sorry, don't mean to be unprofessional, but what the hell's? Oh, like I don't have a lot of experience with the Switch yet because I actually got a Switch to play. What's the Dragon Ball game? Dragon Ball Heroes, and
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was a card game. And God, you want to talk about being disappointed?
You were upset. Dude,
I was
did you
so
not
mad.
Google it before you bought it?
No, because all the commercials are like typing it up in like anime style, and I'm like, this looks awesome. And then it's like, open your deck, and I'm like, fuck you. If I
Dude,
want to
that's
play a
why
card game, I'll play a card game.
I stopped buying all the Dragon Ball Z fighting games because honestly, they were the same game washed
Oh,
over the
dude. Well,
18
here,
times. And I played Budokai 1 and that was it. I haven't played. I did play Sparking Zero with our friend Chris a couple months ago, and it was fun. But like it, honestly, like I know this sounds cliche, but it didn't have the spark. It was
no,
just.
see, that is kind of a problem. I've kind of the have you played Xenoverse?
I did not hate the first one. I haven't
I
played the
like
second one.
I really like the first one, but Xenoverse 2 just feels like a rehash of Xenoverse 1, and I didn't like it as much. But I really dug Xenoverse, the first one. And I know I'm weird because I didn't like Dragon Ball Fighter Z at all. I
never
couldn't
played that
stand
one.
that. I couldn't stand that game.
What was that
I
on?
it was on.
That's right.
I played it on PS4.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah. I keep forgetting that you had or you have PS4,
yeah.
or
But
do you still have one?
I do. Yeah. But it was just a straight side fighting game. With I mean,
Wow.
it looked really good. It looked really good, but that was very frustrating to play because I played it with my nephew and he was kicking my ass. But because he was fighting, but here's the thing though, in those games it's really easy to fight dirty because you don't have a three-dimensional realm to move around in.
Hmm.
So he'd just spam me into the corner and just keep button mashing. So then I was like,
Thanks for the energy.
well, but then he'd talk shit, and I'm like, okay, let's change over to Xenoverse, where I can sidestep,
Oh
and you
yeah.
can't do that. You actually have to, and you're fighting on, yeah, you're fighting in three dimensions, up, down, and then on the Z axis
Which
too.
which was newer,
Fighter
Xenoverse
Z,
or so
Fighter Z
Fighter
was
Z
in.
didn't even have sidestepping?
Nope.
Wow, big
Yeah,
L,
yeah.
huge,
It was
huge.
the graphics were closer to the anime though because it wasn't like the polygon aesthetic because it wasn't 3D.
Mm.
Raptor
Raptor,
Productions, cool. What's up? What do you
hey,
produce?
you chat for a minute. I'll be right back.
Well, actually, it's time to go to our first ad spot. So here's a
Oh,
quick look at
perfect.
those awesome lightsabers that we were talking about. Yes, if you use our link in the description, though, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. They have a special Christmas deal that is so good. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. You have to click the link to find out, but it is awesome. And they make good Christmas gifts. They make even better belated Christmas gifts because you forgot to buy somebody a Christmas gift. It takes the sting away from it being late. But yeah, Raptor, I actually want to know what you produce, and we've got some comments here. I'll just go through. Justin, I'll take topics I wasn't expecting for 200.
Oh,
Why? We're nerds. Yes, Sosa, it is one of the few things people agree on. Yeah, generally speaking, there's not a lot of hate for this game, and the people that do hate it are wrong. Well, okay, hot take. Justin never actually cared for it, but it's a me thing, 100%. Won't dispute its influence. That's fair because that's kind of there are games I feel that way on, but
to be fair, though, like when somebody says they don't care about something, because I used to say I didn't care
generally,
about this game either
yes.
until I actually started to play it with an open mind, of course. And then, yeah, it was amazing. It is amazing.
Definitely. I'm trying to think of a game that I feel that way about. I mean, I feel that way about first person shooters, but the thing is, I don't like first person shooters, so my opinion on them has no weight whatsoever.
I used to love Call of Duty back in the day, but it's just the same thing over and over again now. Like Call of Duty 2 on PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360.
You know what's funny?
That game, dude.
I did enjoy Medal of Honor though, but there's the history aspect of it.
Yeah, that was a little different.
Yeah, that's got an added element. But yeah, I did actually enjoy that.
I hated the
Um,
gameplay on those though. Like some of them were a
yeah,
little too clunky, but
yeah.
Call of Duty 2, man, it changed online game. It changed online gaming for me. Like
I don't
holy
like online
shit.
gaming, so but that's just me.
I didn't like it at first, dude, until I started playing that on PC and like
Ah, yeah, that'll do it.
I got good very fast and I was hitting death matches with like 66 like in 6. Like so I was like destroyed. I was killer donut. If anyone back out there from back in the day, Call of Duty 2, if you were online and you played with anyone named Killer Donut, that was this guy.
He shot you.
All so well. Man, dude, I was killer with the rifle. Like, I didn't use a scope at all. People hated it.
It's not hard to aim though.
Well, it's not that. It's that like honestly, the games are a little different now. Now you have drag. You know, the bullet will actually drop a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, it
No,
didn't
it
matter.
didn't.
Choo! Straight shot.
I do love though. I forget their name, but you see clips of him all the time. He's a I think he's a Vietnam vet, and he plays Call of Duty online. But he like, dude, he just destroys people because he actually knows what he's doing, which is weird. You wouldn't think that would necessarily translate into a video game, but apparently it does, and it might be because they're making them more accurate. Things like drag and distance actually matters. It's not like GoldenEye where you just
I'd never played that. Like
yes, you did.
I don't
Oh, come on. You had to have played GoldenEye with us. We played it all the
never.
time.
I couldn't stand it. Like you guys wanted to do
Really?
that shit. And I wanted to be outside climbing on the roof and shit.
I mean, we did that too, but
I
you could
know.
make them look like
Basically,
gorillas.
when you guys decided to get off the games and we go outside and hang out and do whatever we did when we were kids, like that's about when I came to life. You know, if I was
That's
sitting
true.
there with girls,
You were an outdoorsy lad.
I we went on many adventures in the woods. We left a friend stranded in the middle of the woods on a log crossing a river in the middle of winter.
That we did.
He was too scared to keep
All he
going,
had to
and
do was jump.
he didn't even have to jump. He could have just kept walking.
That's true. It's like a hop.
Dude,
Not
it
even.
was ridiculous. So we literally were just like, "All right, dude, we'll see you later," and we left his ass.
He made it. He made it out. He was fine.
Oh yeah, he's still alive, just
Was
frozen.
this after he fell in though? I think it was after he fell. He didn't fall in. His foot
Wait,
fell in.
did
No,
we leave him?
he
We were
did
getting ready to
fall in.
leave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, see, I
No,
forgot
but there
about
was a
that.
separate time where he actually fell full body in, and that was he jumped up. Okay, I gotta set the scene for you. So we used to have a fishing log, and in order to get to said fishing log, it wasn't a big jump, but there was like a stable rock that protruded up from the bottom, and it was just high enough to where you could step on it without getting wet. So you had to do kind of a slight hop onto the rock and then onto the log, and you were fine, and you got used to it. But one time going from log to shore, he slipped and
He went swimming.
he fell right into the creek.
Do you remember Bob the
Bob the
fish?
fish.
Oh, I felt so guilty about that for so many
Yeah, I
years.
know. We were that was not a good.
I'm not gonna tell that story.
No, I'm not going to tell that story, but yeah, that was. I too, to this day feel a bit of shame for Bob the fish.
Poor Bob. He didn't
Poor
deserve
Bob.
that.
No, he did not. He did not.
Asshole kids.
We never did it again, though.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man. So
Oh God, we're gonna get canceled now. Like, what did they do? To fish. It's not that bad. It's kids being stupid.
pretty much, But so back to the what's up? Hi. You okay? You're okay?
You give the Bob the fish treatment in Lake Hialeah.
That's messed up. Oh
That's
man.
terrible. I know.
No, that's what I was gonna try to segue back to the
No,
the
so, no,
topic.
we'll segue back into the video game. What's been your favorite dungeon so far? You think?
The fire dungeon or the
But
well,
which Adult
fire
Link
temple.
or Fire Temple?
Uh,
Fire Temple is good.
adult link for sure.
Yeah, but especially after you get the Goron tunic. Is it Goron or Fire Tunic?
Fire tunic.
Yeah, Fire Tunic.
Because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you have to have that in order to be there. I did have to go back to the fire temple for something, and I did the bolero of fire so that I would warp to it,
Yeah.
the song, and then I forgot to change my tunic, and there was literally only like 25 seconds. I wasn't thinking, and I just started walking around. I wasn't paying attention to that, and it was like 5, 4. I was like, ah,
Gotta
and
change
I
my
was like,
clothes.
I was just like, come on, dude. Like, how in the world are clothes going to help you be able to withstand heat? And how are clothes going to withstand you from not drowning?
They're magic clothes.
I know, I know. I'm assuming because also I was so scared during the not scared, but the fire temple when was it the fire temple? Yeah, fire temple. When I jumped down into the lava, I didn't know that you could walk through it.
Oh
I was
yeah,
so
when you have
terrified, dude.
the
I thought,
fire tunic. Yeah.
yeah, and I was just like, and I was doing rolls in it. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna roll around in lava. We're good. But
No,
yeah,
it's very fun. What was I going to say? Fun fact, for those of you who don't know, they actually did a manga of Ocarina of Time and a more narrative structure. And speaking
it's
of the
at my
Fire Temple,
library.
oh, dude, have you read it yet?
My son noticed it. He goes, "Hey, look, Legend of Zelda," and I was like, "Dude, no way!" And I don't know where I picked it up.
I think they've done all the games actually, but I know for a fact they've done. I know
It
they've
was
done
Ocarina of
Twilight.
Time.
Yeah, I know they've done Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. But fun fact, you feel very differently about that boss battle after you read the manga because there's a story element in which when you're young Link, you actually meet Volvagia the dragon when it's a baby too, and you're friends. And then in the story of the manga, Volvagia comes under the control of Ganondorf, and
And then
so
you got to kill him.
you have to kill your friend. And there's a
Oh,
shot after Link beheads him where there's a tear coming out of the dragon's eye because like it knows what's happening but it can't stop it. And I like that element of the story because I don't remember if there's a speech bubble or if it's just an image. Again, if I had it, I'd look at it, but I don't have it with me. Um,
dude,
but they're just like the shot of Link's face, and he's just like, "I'm gonna get you for this motherfucker," and I like it.
Ganon, you did, dude. So, oh man, I just had a super point, and no, I just lost it. Um, the I don't know, it's gone.
What's been the dungeon you hate the most?
Fugazi.
This is Fugazi. Fugazi is
What's been
very
the what?
the dungeon you hated the most.
Well, at first I thought it was the water temple, but honestly, like I said, once I like I said, I used a guide for it. If I wouldn't use the guide, I probably would have hated it. But I had a guide, so I enjoyed it. The forest temple was just a big headache. I didn't care for it.
It really is. And actually, you know what? In terms of boss battles too, that's one of the more frustrating boss battles as well.
It
Because you
was a
got to
little more
fight
difficult.
Demon Ganon and you got to shoot him coming out of the painting. There's an element of timing there that's a little bit more difficult, shall we
Hmm.
say?
Well, I figured it out though. Like when you're fighting Ganon and you're switching, you got the arrow up and you're going back and forth to pictures. If you listen, you can if
Hmm.
you're looking at it, you can hear galloping if he's real. If you look at it and you don't hear galloping, he's not real.
Yep.
But yeah, once I figured that out, I was like pew pew, and then he'd come out and fly around, and I'd just be like, ah! That's pretty cool. Oh! It's like Shane Gillis. Oh, George.
You're not on TikTok anymore, are you?
I am. I just haven't really
Oh, I was gonna
done
say
much
because
with it.
I sent you if you had seen it, you would know what I'm talking about.
Of course.
Because I sent you a video of it's basically like an AI animation of George Washington just wasting people, and I just went, "It's George."
Oh.
I'm trying to think what were Jess and I were talking about something. It was actually a couple episodes ago. We were talking about remaking a movie, and Shane Gillis was going to star in it, and no, it was on Star Trek. Oh yeah. Do you remember Harry Mudd from Star Trek: The Original Series? Do you remember that character? I was gonna
Mm-mm.
say you know it, but we were talking about because we have a
I
running
only ever
gag on.
watched it with you.
Yeah, we have a running gag on that show where one day Paramount's going to pay us, and we're going to make we have a bunch of ideas for Star Trek series, but one of them is to just redo the original series with new actors, but same stories, but update certain elements. And then he's like, "Who are we going to get to play Harry Mudd in our updated series?" I'm like, "Shane Gillis, obviously." And I mean, think about that for 2 seconds if you know who Harry Mudd is, and you're like, that works way too well.
He's just got to be himself, though.
Yeah, I know. He just gets out there and Shane Gillis. He's like,
Gay.
and then
You're pretty. That's pretty gay.
another one I really another one I really like from the show is when we were talking about Cobra Kai, and I'm like, honestly, I would have liked to have seen Shane Gillis as Stingray. Not to take anything away from the actor who played Michelle. He's like, want to learn karate? I'm not gonna lie, the white pajamas, kind of gay.
Dude,
It's like I
that
can
would have
see
been
it.
perfect.
No, I
That
can see
that
it.
type of comedy aspect with Johnny Lawrence, that would have been pretty cool.
Oh, dude, could you imagine Shane and Johnny Lawrence in the same room? That's comedy gold. You've been like, do you think I'm bad? That LaRusso guy, he's kind of a he's kind of a bitch if you think about it.
Yeah, he is. He's the original bad person, or
The
he's
Pusso.
the original villain. La
He is the
Puso.
villain. He's the inciting incident in the series. Daniel LaRusso is absolutely the villain. Now he reforms at the end, but finally learns to calm down.
You know who's in Ocarina of Time? Who's the real villain of the entire story?
Zelda. No,
No,
Zelda.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
hear me out.
dude.
Hear me out.
Okay, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so Zelda very much unfairly. He should have put this in Impa's hands. Like Impa could have been trusted. And okay, so the whole premise of the story is that Zelda puts Link in charge of getting the sacred stones. That's what they're called, the sacred stones, right? Well, she could have
Mhm.
just taken Link's Kokiri Emerald. Impa could have had a much easier time just going in and
Mhm.
stealing them.
Nope, she couldn't have.
Really? Why not?
I don't think Impa is Hylian.
Um. Oh yeah. You know what?
So if Impa isn't Hylian, then that would mean it would either have to be Princess Zelda or Link, since obviously they're I don't know. Are they considered still brother and sister?
No, not in that.
Is
Not in
that
that game.
is that true? What game was that?
I'm not sure which one. Yeah, she's a
because
Sheikah. So no, you're right.
because I know Sheik is obviously Princess Zelda.
Right. Right.
Because I just know things. The game came out in 1997, but so Sheik is always there before you start a temple, and then after. I'm like, what are you doing? Scratching your ass? Why don't you go in there and fight the battle?
I mean,
Like
that's fair. Another.
she's Hylian, so therefore she
Yeah.
can
Another.
because what is it the what is it when a in the games
Well, no. See, that still doesn't make sense though because Link doesn't.
the legend is a Hylian
Yeah,
person
yeah, yeah. But Link doesn't know he's Hylian until he wakes up as an adult. Up until that point, they think he's a Kokiri.
hmm
So that also doesn't
and
make sense.
I love it. I go back to the Kokiri forest and I'm talking to people and they're just like, I wonder where Link is. I'm like, right here.
Well, I know, but the thing is, Kokiri don't age like that. So to them,
I
that
know,
would.
I'm just like, he looks like Link.
There's people out there that look like other people.
I just
It's
no,
not
dude.
weird.
He looks like Link, just bigger. Let's put our big brains together, children. And actually, never mind.
Oh,
That's
dude,
weird.
imagine what a wake up call that must have been.
Oh, for
Wake
Link,
up and you're like, what?
I grow, and I'm just like, yeah, you were a baby.
You're simultaneously like, my identity is not what I thought it was, and it's been how long?
And then on top of that, I didn't know that when you time traveled, it wasn't really time traveling forward. It was literally you sat there for 7 years, stuck in the freaking temple of time inside that thing for 7 years,
Yep.
and then when you go back, it's time traveling. I'm just
Well,
like,
you can
okay,
go, yeah, you can go back and which is
you know what I
another,
mean?
yeah, which that's another element that I really like. I like the whole kid and adult link aspects of the story because it's
Well,
usually one or the other.
if you think about it, it's kind of like the Temple of Time's way of how it works. Like it can
Mhm.
freeze your body, not not from aging, but freeze your mind, so it doesn't seem like anything's happening.
So you don't
And
have to
then
just
7 years
sit in
has
the
passed.
temporal. You don't have to sit in the
Yeah.
temporal time for 7 years.
Oh
Now
man, I
Link,
really hope I don't have to go back.
now Link comes out and he's just like, "What year is it? You did what with
Uh,
the stones? How
Sorry,
frustrated would you be
boss.
though? How frustrated would you be though? So you're like, okay, I gotta get the 3 rocks. I got the 3 rocks for good. And then you wake up and you're like, you have to get the 7 medallions. You're like,
Ah!
can't we like hire a team here?
You know, the thing is though, does Link still technically age in the Kokiri Forest, or will he eventually age, or will he stay young? Because I know I'm fairly certain at the end of the game you go back to the Kokiri
Yeah,
Forest
you.
and you're a child. So
Mhm.
does he stay a child?
No, no, he would age because he's Hylian. He is
Okay.
not a
Well,
Kokiri.
I wasn't sure if the Kokiri Forest
That's my
had something.
understanding. No, it's because the Kokiri age, but they don't grow. I should say it's not that they don't age; they just don't grow.
Oh, okay.
So like everybody has aged, but
Hey, Mido
ah,
apologized to me.
no.
He apologized. Like I found myself back in the Kokiri Forest as an adult Link, and I found him in the Lost Woods, and I just had to, I was like, I gotta hear what this douchebag has to say, and he's just like, if I could tell Link I'm sorry, I would. I
You're
was like,
just like,
yeah,
oh, I
try
was totally gonna come back and stab you.
it. Ha! Man, dude, fantastic game. Anyone's never played it, like just give
You
it some
should.
time,
It needs to be up there. The soundtrack is also like it's
dude.
top
Like
notch.
if I'm dying, I want the opening title credits playing while I'm dying. It's so peaceful. Like
Oh
literally, I
no,
can
dude!
just sit
Like,
there and, and just listen to the horse galloping, and
mhm.
like, dude,
Dude, so good. And then the music in the Temple of Time, dude. The theme of the Gerudo Valley, which you
oh,
yeah, which you haven't heard the Gerudo Valley theme yet, but
I
you'll
went
know when
there
you.
already, dude. I
Oh,
literally just
dude,
walked into the thing and just listened to it and then left because,
it's on my playlist.
dude, it's pretty good.
It's legit on my playlist. And then like every
I,
the Goron one is one.
I know how to play Temple of Time, so I'll have to learn how to play Gerudo
I
Valley.
actually I actually have the I actually have two ocarinas, but I got a practice one and then I bought the ceramic Ocarina of Time and I used to be able to play the Song of Time. I don't remember it now, but I need to start that back up.
All I know is it's up. It's what is it? A right,
No, I think it's down a I don't
down
remember
a right, down a down.
that dude, the
The
people that are
only reason I'm fresh on it is because I've been playing the
yeah,
crap
you've
out
been
of it.
playing it. Isn't it funny? Like I think the only one I remember verbatim is Zelda's Lullaby just because it's left up right, left up right.
Sun song. Right down up, right down up. That one's easy. I'll never forget that.
I don't know.
Even
But there
though when I'm playing, I was like,
yeah.
wrong.
There are videos online of people, especially with this one, because you can go to the milk bar and you can have everybody in their instruments. Like people are actually like performing legitimate songs out there. It's awesome. But you people do it with Ocarina of Time too, and it's a lot of
Dude,
fun.
have you ever watched people play the ocarina on Zelda and
Hmm.
play actual
Yeah, yeah,
songs?
yeah. That's what I'm talking
Dude,
about.
this one person actually played the Temple of Time song in complete, or no, it was a Temple of Time. It was one of the songs in completion, and I was like, how did you like?
Well, because they're notes. I mean, it's possible. I mean, they're legitimate notes. That's why they're real songs. You can play them, and for them
Well,
to
there's another game you can do that, but it's not an ocarina; it's a guitar. I think
this one,
either
Majora's Mask.
no, Last of Us.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Completely different game. But
yeah.
Last of Us, I literally watched Mark Hoppus of Blink 182 play Damn It. He's like, it's all right to tell me. And he's playing strung on the guitar.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh,
I'm
man.
trying to think. What's
A lot of fun
been
like this game.
yeah. Oh no, I was talking about this game. I actually couldn't get into The Last of Us.
I haven't tried the game.
Everybody says I'm crazy, but
I haven't
I
watched the
can't do it.
series either. I've heard the series is
Nah,
really good. So my wife watched it. I just haven't.
it's not something that I
I
care
need
about.
to.
You know, it would have been really
It's just
fun.
zombies.
I know I think that's why I can't get into it. I'm just like whatever. A Breaking Bad game would have been a lot of fun.
Bitch. Yeah,
Now
science.
when you get a new power up, it's like yeah, bitch. That could have been
Uh,
fun. Actually, Telltale. I don't. Have you played any of the Telltale games?
No, I did start one, but I didn't care for it too much. Like it was, I
It's
don't know, like
different. It is
It is
different.
very different.
I like them
Because
because
you're not
it's
any of the characters. Like it's completely new.
right, right. But the thing that I like about them is it's kind of just like an interactive. It's a choose your own adventure style game, but it's like an interactive movie, and I like that because the stories are really good. But you have to once you've played a Telltale game, you understand how they work, and if you're cool with it, great. But if you're like you buy it expecting something else, and then it's not that thing. So I get why some people don't care for it because they get the initial disappointment. I loved it though because the first one I played was their Walking Dead series, which is amazing. They're very, very good. Um, I want to
I
play
had a
their Back
buddy
to the
who played
Future
them.
game. Yeah,
I
no,
had a buddy
I
who
liked
played
them a
all the
lot.
Telltale games, and he said he loved them.
I love them. I think they're fantastic. But I think if they had made a Breaking Bad one, it would have been really, really good.
Were they slow?
Yes and
I
no.
I think that's why I
There's
couldn't really get into it because it was like really slow. That's
it
another
starts
reason
out
why I
slow.
couldn't get into Ocarina of Time because like it's slow. It's fast
It is a
paced when you get to the
slow.
temples, but
Yeah,
it's slow
it's a
burn.
slow start because they have to go through that tutorial period. But I don't think Ocarina of Times is too bad. It is kind of funny where you just randomly get a sword. It's like, oh, it's under this bush. You're just like, I'm gonna murder everyone.
Bird in the bush. uh, I don't, dude. Like I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot more.
Oh, come on, we can stretch this out a bit. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go to our second ad break and then we'll come and wrap it up and finish it. But here is a look at speaking of rupees, which we haven't brought up yet, but we'll pretend like we did. If you want to save some rupees on your new kitchen, check out Boger Cabinetry.
This week only, rock bottom pricing at Boger Cabinetry. That's an additional 20% off our already unbelievable pricing to transform your kitchen, bath, or office. If you need cabinets, you need Boger Cabinetry. Get inspired at bogercabinetry.com.
Is it playing?
No, it's done now. So yeah, check it out.
Anyway,
Um, did I
check it
ask you?
out.
Did I ask you who your favorite boss battle's been yet, or did we touch on that?
No, you didn't actually. So, the dragon. Actually, you did, kinda.
I think you said that you dug the. I didn't know if that was your favorite or not. I gotta think.
It was fun.
I really gotta think about that for me. I hated Jabu Jabu, or not Jabu Jabu. You fight it in Jabu Jabu's belly. I don't remember what it's called. I actually hate that dungeon. I think that's my least favorite.
Those stupid the I don't know what they were called. The parasites or whatever that were blocking the
Yeah,
doors.
yeah.
That irritated me so much, and then I got lost.
Well, and I
And
hate it. Well, talk about a dungeon. If I'm remembering correctly, it's been a while. If I remember correctly, if you die in Jabu Jabu's belly, I think you do have to start all over.
it put you to the mouth every time,
Yeah, it
and I
puts
was
you in
like,
the mouth every time, and I
ugh.
hated that dungeon so much. The
Well,
Deku Tree
after a
is
while,
fun. The Deku Tree dungeon
the
is just fun.
I after a while I stopped going into dungeons not ready, and I made sure to
Yeah.
have at least two
Well, but
fairies.
okay, but here you're touching on something that I actually so like I'm kind of for people who know me, I'm kind of famous for like all the games that everybody loves. I tend to not like as much, and one of the things I can't stand, like I'm not a huge Final Fantasy fan because I hate turn-based combat systems.
Love it.
I hate it because it's all about stats and not about skill. The reason I like games like Ocarina of Time is because you can just be better at combat. Like even if lower stats, like you can, if you're good enough, you can theoretically go to a dungeon that you're not prepared for and win. I've done it.
Turn-based strategy. You're right. If you don't have enough stats, you're
You'll
not beating
lose. You'll
certain
lose every
enemies.
time.
But it's a grind. Like
I get it,
some
but
people don't like that.
and I'm one of them. I can't stand it. I hate turn based. I hate it so much. It's one of the reasons I don't like my favorite game of all time is Tales of Symphonia, and I think it was the first one that introduced like it's not turn based, it's free flowing combat, but you still have the party system. But I think that was the first one where they introduced a free moving battle system. Because the earlier games are turn based, just like Final Fantasy, and they're fun, but that's why I don't like turn based. I don't like them at all.
I actually got out of Final Fantasy after 7. I didn't play any Final Fantasies after that. Like
For
everybody
me, it
else
was
did.
nine. For me, it was nine. I'm weird. I really like seven. Like, I can't say a bad thing about Final Fantasy seven, but I actually enjoyed Final Fantasy eight. I know a lot of people didn't, but I actually liked it a lot.
Dude, nostalgia, Super Nintendo, Final Fantasy 2. But I
Oh
actually
yeah,
like the PlayStation version better because the chat, not the chat, but the whatever it is, the I don't know, the script, whatever you want to call it, what the people say in their
yeah, yeah,
little
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
bubbles. It was more, it was better. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like it wasn't like no.
I saw a
Say,
bird.
Cecil, I saw a bird.
It was pretty. I will say, if you enjoyed if you like Final Fantasy games, but don't like the combat system, that's one of the things I love about Kingdom Hearts is because it takes all the things you love about Final Fantasy, but it gets rid of the trash combat system.
You would probably like Final Fantasy VII
I,
remake because
I'm sure I would.
it's hack and slash, and I hate it.
Oh, dude, I want it so bad.
Hack and slash, man.
I just
It's so
I hate
lame.
having to sit there and take it. I guess that's my problem. Like,
You can't you can't take a turn-based strategy series of games and then completely get rid of it and expect it to just
oh,
still be the same. Like,
I understand 100%, but I like Piccolo. I'm always just like, why don't you dodge? I just want to move
get duck, dive, dodge,
and dodge.
and dodge. Oh yeah, I forgot about the last one.
Well, I mentioned that Keto solved that dungeon for me, but I reciprocated because I was better at the combat in the game than he
What
was. So
was
there
his
was
secret? You said that. What
it
was
was
the
the
secret?
pattern. It was the pattern you had to move the ice block. You could always push it off.
Yeah, dude, that one.
In hindsight, though, if I'd had an overhead view, I could have figured it out, but I didn't have an overhead view.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying different sequences, and yeah.
What's the what was it? I can't remember if it was the rocks or the giants. I think the forest temple, the giants. Those annoying ass giants, man. They scared the shit out of me. I was playing
Oh, like
earlier today.
the bulldog looking things.
Dude, I was playing earlier
Dude, they will
today.
scare the shit out of you.
My wife was wrapping gifts, dude, and I literally I killed the one guy that does the as he
Yeah,
hits the
yeah,
ground
yeah.
and it sends the I killed him. I forgot about all the other ones, and I'm literally just going down to
Dude, they'll
climb
round
up
the
the ladder.
corner.
Dude,
Yeah.
I screamed so loudly. I was like, ah, scared the shit out of me.
Dude, I hate to tell you, in Master Quest, they're even harder, which is part of the fun. Because if you've
Dude,
already beaten the
one
game,
arrow and one arrow and the guy that hit me went down. Now I think it took two or three for the big guy.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, this game's awesome, but it's very easy.
There are moments that'll if you're not careful, like you get too close to a redead and you think you're far enough away, and then it jumps on you. You're like, oh,
Dude, which by the way, if you wear your steel boots around Red Dead, they won't jump on you.
yeah. I don't remember where I read that, but yeah, there's a lot of interesting quirks in that game too, and
Well,
that's
since I've
part
been
of the fun.
talking about it and playing it, my phone has been listening and it's
Uh
suggesting
huh.
videos.
Yep.
Hey, why don't you
Yeah.
suggest ways to make millions of dollars?
For real. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. No shit. Working on it. Working on it. I'm actually stoked to hear your because what's the next temple? So you did forest, fire, and water.
I
Is
have the
it
Shadow
the
Temple
shadow
left,
temple next?
and then
The
what's the I
spirit
don't know.
temple.
So Shadow and then Spirit, and then Ganon's castle. Is that
Yep.
the way it rolls? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm 70% done with the game.
Dude, the
I would say
shadow
maybe
temple.
60%.
Forgot about the shadow. The shadow temple is the shadow temple is a little frustrating. It's not as frustrating as the forest temple, but it's very dark. So if you hit like the bulldog things jumping out at you,
Okay, so I started talking where I started asking because remember go back a little bit in the podcast. I was talking about the Water Temple and Shadow Link. Do you have to face him again in the
I don't think
Shadow
so. No, no,
Temple?
no, no, no. I
Okay,
don't think
so
so.
maybe they were just putting two and two, like they were just putting it together because Shadow Link Shadow Temple. That's it makes more sense to fight him at the Shadow Temple, doesn't it?
It does actually. Now that you mention it, but I guess there has.
What
Well, yeah, this is
they called him Shadow Link, right? Is that correct?
yeah. But hang on, I have to put on my technically glasses, my technicality glasses. If well, he can't be Shadow Link in the Shadow Temple because there's no light, and you need light for a shadow. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense because you would have think it would have just been like a water clone, but hey, I don't know.
Dude, we need to go to a club and do some improv.
Oh, I thought you meant go to a club. I'm like, dude, I'm too old to go to a club. It's like,
Boots and pants.
yeah, no, I
Message
mean, like,
retracted. Spur of the moment. He's sick of us.
I didn't even see where did it say his message retracted. Where did you go? Why did you go? Where are you at? Where you go?
Why come back, Jack? Jack. He's technically correct. The best kind of correct. Technically correct about what?
That's another running gag from the Final Frontier. We're like, technically speaking,
Oh,
and we understand that that's obnoxious, but it's technically, and that's the gag. Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
yeah. I get in trouble for saying that and being technically correct all the time.
That's why it's the best kind of correct because there's always somebody who goes, ugh.
It was typo. Technically correct.
So technically speaking, which actually speaking of the Final Frontier, it's a few weeks out yet, but you're going to be joining us for the Trouble with Tribbles, which that's going to be fun.
Can't wait for that.
And yes, the episode title will be Spock, Get That Tribble Out of Your Pants.
All for one joke.
That one's going to be fun.
You know what?
Uh,
I'm going to go back and I'm going to rewatch that episode before that podcast.
oh yeah, I highly recommend you do because then you won't be like, what?
Yeah. So that way, you know.
Dude, I have to tell you that I discovered because of the show we're doing, I discovered a joke that they made. There's a Deep Space Nine episode where they get sent back and they digitally put them in the original series episode, The Trouble with Tribbles. And there's a joke in that episode that I did not understand was a joke, and the line always confused me. Because we've gone back and watched the show, I've pointed this out several times now, and it's funny to me the fact that the stunt doubles look nothing like they look nothing like the people they're doing stunts for. And they always use them in wide shots, so it's very obvious, but they're quick, so like a kid won't notice, but an adult, you're like, that looks nothing like the dude at all. But there's a moment where some of the Deep Space Nine crew is sitting in the bar, and they see Scotty and Chekhov and another guy come in and sit down, and the Deep Space Nine crew is like, "That's him. Who? That's Kirk." And then one of them is like, "That's Kirk." And I've always found that scene really strange because it's just this random dude. Didn't realize it till I was analyzing the show that guy, that actor who's playing that guy, is William Shatner's stunt double. And so I put two and two together, and I'm like, that is so funny.
Dude,
That is
that is
hilarious.
perfect.
I know, and kudos to the writers for putting that in because that was a joke for them.
Dude. As soon as you mentioned that, it made me think about what was it? Home Alone. Do you remember when he's hanging on the thing going to the treehouse and it's just a grown ass man hanging? Ooh! You know, as a kid you didn't realize it, but then a little older, it's like,
I don't think as an adult I realized it.
yeah, I was like, that's a grown ass man. That's not a boy, that's a tiny little man.
That's what they said about Link.
Oh yeah. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Link, is he matured in the head like 7 years, or is he still a little
No,
boy? Like,
he can't
what?
be. Oh,
Oh no.
I assume you did get Epona.
Oh yeah.
The worst, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, because I was already over running across the damn fields. I was like,
Have you? Yeah.
okay.
Have you been
And
killed by
then
chickens?
not killed, but I did get attacked. I didn't even mean to, dude. I was like, "What are you doing?" I didn't even mean to. I picked you up and put you down.
You're like, I'm hungry.
Dude, actually, I think I swiped them one time, and then all of a sudden they did the cutscene. I was like, I'm about to get attacked.
So
I
you're
was
like,
like, I just
oh
knew.
no,
Oh no, the pain, the pain.
it's Jordan Club. It's so funny. They just come out of nowhere. People who have no idea, which I don't know how you could not know what we're talking about, but people who don't know what we're talking about, what are they? You get attacked by chickens. That's true. That'll happen to you.
Well, did you know in Link to the Past you could get attacked by chickens as
Oh
well?
yeah, I think
That's the
it's
only
in
reason I
every.
knew it was going to happen. I didn't know it could happen. I was like, surely they didn't have that in the game. So like, and I accidentally hit swipe instead of what was it? Pick up the chicken.
Yeah.
Not swipe. I'm sorry. I hit him with my sword, and, then, and it just all hell broke loose. And I was like, ah! So I just dove in the water because I did it at
Right.
Zora's River.
Yeah. Ooh,
Which,
that's
by the
rough.
way, that took me a minute to figure out because I was just like, I was like, what do I do here? And then I didn't know you could pick the chicken up and fly with it. Well, not fly,
You
you can fall with
fly.
style.
Ah. No, you can
And
also if you go indoors, that's another way you can do it. You just go inside somewhere, and then when you come out, the chickens are.
I want to get on that damn roof and talk to that guy. I hate
Where's the
it.
roof?
The in Kakariko Village. I want to get on the roof and talk to the guy laying on the roof. I'm like, why are you laying up there? I want to know.
You can get up there. I gotta remember. I think you need a chicken.
How?
No, I think you gotta get somewhere high, and then you have to have a chicken with you.
Now, see, I thought that you could climb up to the like when you use a chicken and go over the other gate, and then you're able to get to those few areas back there in the little hole in the ground. So I climbed up the thing to basically go up and grab the chicken up top, but in order to get to the shop that sells what was it? What did they sell? The shop in Kakariko Village where you have to get on top of the thing where the chicken stable is,
Trying to
and
remember, I
then
don't recall.
you have to go in there and buy something, and I can't
Mm,
remember what it was. I don't think it was my Hylia. No, my Hylia shield was bought at the market.
yeah,
I can't remember what it was. It was something important for the game.
yeah, and I know you do have to buy something there, but I couldn't tell you what it is. I don't remember.
I can't remember. It irritated me because I couldn't figure out how to do that, and then I climb up there and there's a chicken. I didn't even think twice. I was like, oh, and then I found out at Zora's River that you could glide with the chickens, and then I was like, oh, and then I went right back,
Glide,
and I was like,
glide with the chickens. That sounds like a terrible album.
glide with the chickens.
Ah, yeah. Now I really want to play it again.
Dude, you should.
Oh, I'm going to. Trust me. It's gonna happen. I got a couple of days off over Christmas.
You
Gonna make
know,
some magic happen.
I wish there was a way to like do it online to play together. Not the same game. Obviously, you're playing different separate games, but like be able to like side screen it and be like, I don't
Technically, there
know.
is. We could always stream it. I don't think I have the appropriate. Oh no, I don't.
I don't
I don't
have
think I
the
have. I was gonna say I don't think I have the appropriate capture card, but there's a way to do it.
I was gonna say you also don't have well, I was gonna say there is a way emulators, but like
Well, yeah, but
I that's a Nintendo 64. You would need a at least a mid gaming PC,
yeah,
like not like those stupid little HDMI things that you
the
got
little
got on and
stick.
I got on.
Which, to be
Listen, if
fair,
you
I
if you
knew I
want to
was
play
gonna get
regular
got.
Nintendo, you want to play regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo on them, they're fine.
Yeah,
But if you try to play any 3D game, yeah, they're junk.
I'm surprised the thing didn't explode because of how fast it overheated. But speaking of regular
Mine's
Nintendo game,
hot all the time. Go ahead.
yeah, did you ever play? I only played it in an emulator because I didn't know it existed before. The Home Alone NES game.
Yeah, I rented it. Like,
It's
I even played the second
surprisingly
one.
it's surprisingly
Fun.
addictive. Yeah,
Because basically, it's kind of like Donkey Kong, really, because you're just climbing, going up ladders, and that's the first one, right?
Yeah, the first one. But you have to hide from Harry and Marv for a set amount of time, and that's how you quote win the game. It's harder than it should be
Oh yeah, of
because you can
course.
get cornered. You can get cornered real quick if you're not careful.
Dude, regular NES games are harder than some of the hardest games today. I don't care what anyone says, dude. If you can beat Ninja Gaiden without cheats, you are a master.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've tried. I had to
Well, but
cheat.
they used to purposely make them harder for the rental market.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot of people don't know that they used to make them not impossible because you can't make it impossible, but because then people will say it's impossible. But
Well, also they did
Battletoads
that
is
with arcade
impossible.
games.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah,
Battletoads,
that's
so fun.
it's so fun, but yeah, like you get to a point where you're like, this isn't even possible. But yeah, you're right. It started with the arcades first, and then the rental
Listen,
market.
as a kid, you don't know to slow down. You
What you
just
can
want
slow
to.
down?
That's exactly.
How do you slow down?
What, are you being serious? Are you joking?
Yes, I'm being serious. How do you slow down? I didn't know you could slow down. I beat that level.
I'm talking you playing the
Yeah, I
game.
know.
Slow,
I know.
slow down. Like what game are you talking about?
Battletoads.
Maybe I'm not talking about the. I only played the one on Sega.
Well, no, it's the same game, but just different quality.
No, they're different.
You're right. They
The
are.
one
They
for
are. They
Sega is
are
different.
different.
The one for Super Nintendo is different.
You're right.
Uh, but the one on Sega, like I just like instead of running through the levels, that's what I meant was just to like go a little slower, learn the levels a bit, so
I'm
that way you're
talking
not getting
about the
surprised.
when you're in like the speeder and you've got to like dodge and it keeps getting faster.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, if you just stay to the back of the screen and you
I
see
know, but
everything,
it's still
everybody
it
wants to be
gets.
up front, and then you get hit
Oh
because
no,
you're staying
yeah,
too
I had
far.
enough sense to know that. But fun fact, I did get to playing Contra and I cheated like a
Fantastic.
motherfucker.
I
But
don't care. Get the 30 lives, dude. Seriously, that is one of the most fun games. Even
it
Contra
is.
3 on Super Nintendo. Did you ever play that?
I don't think so. I'm talking about the first
Listen,
one.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, dude, I got to the there. I don't think it's the last level, but I think it's the second to last level with all the like, dude, that's almost impossible. Like
You can't
you can't go through that level and not die.
even with 30 lives.
Yeah,
It's still
I know, dude.
hard. Dude, like it's hard to even beat it with 30 lives. Like I still have to continue at least once or twice.
Yep.
The I will say the little game stick that I bought, it is on there and it does have a version on there that you don't have to put in the code. It just gives you 30 lives and unlimited continues.
Do you remember the code? I remember the
Up, up,
code.
down, down, left, right, BA select start.
And you know,
My life is like a video game.
and when you don't put it in fast enough, you see the time with your life. Damn it! You have to reset.
Yeah, but what was it? Supposedly I think it's Mario Brothers. Supposedly if you hit start and select after you die or something like that, it takes you right back to where you were.
I think that's true. I want to say that's something I've heard. I can't remember if I'd actually done it before. But funnily, speaking
So
of cheating, I did play one Ocarina of Time emulator once. It was a really crappy one, but what it did was it had glitch codes enabled. So what it would let you do is you could start the game fully loaded, like with all
oh.
the items and everything. But the other thing it did is you could fly. And dude,
Dude.
now, fly is a strong word because basically it just eliminated gravity, so you could basically just walk in the air. That game's not nearly as hard when heights aren't. That's the one mechanic that I dislike about the game. I don't know that I would change is the fact that you can't actively make Link jump, is you have to
Oh,
like yeah.
frustrating.
But I think it makes it more challenging because of that.
Well, and actually if you what is it? Z and then press the thing, you do kind of jump. It's just attack.
Yeah, the Z target.
But
I did like the Z targeting. That was a good feature.
mhm.
I mean, you have to in a three-dimensional environment. You have to have something like that. It's not like in the old days where you could just. I mean, you can, but you might be swiping at nothing.
Listen, If I'm playing a game and it's a hack and slash and it started out as a hack and slash, I'm good with it.
Yeah. Which
Going
Zelda
back to
did.
Final Fantasy.
Zelda
Yeah,
did
dude.
start out as a hack and slash.
It's a great game. I don't know. I don't really have any complaints other than like just Navi. I can't stand her.
Yeah,
Always saying the
she's.
same things over and over. I'm like,
I
listen,
saw I saw a
you already
video
told me.
where yeah, I saw a video though where it was like what it's like having a small child with ADHD. And it's like, yeah, listen.
Do you see that cloud on Death Mountain? It looks creepy. Do you see the cloud? Do you see it? I'm like,
Hey,
no.
and you're like, I don't want to go there,
Oh, it's Ganon. Oh.
but we have to go there. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, right. Dude,
So
what was it? The uh the first initial scare in this game, not scare, but just creepy, was the in the
spider.
graveyard. The
Oh
graveyard when you
yeah,
had
dude.
to go down in there and just the sounds of the dead. What are those things called again?
The Redead.
The re-dead. Okay, yeah. So the re-deads, like I didn't like the noise they made. Dude. It's
No,
like
dude. It is.
it's like straight out of Dante's Inferno.
It can be unnerving. The Skulltulas are like when you first meet. Obviously, you get used to them, but like, and then the first time you figure out that the ones on the wall can charge you,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that'll
they turn pink or purple. But the thing is though, if you stop, they
yeah,
stop.
yeah.
And
But
you
I
and
mean,
you can
obviously,
move a
you have to
little
learn
bit,
that.
move a little bit, and just get out of their target zone, and you're good.
Yeah, you have to learn that. But yeah, the first time it
The
happens, you're
death
like, what?
Oh, dude, I fell down the Death Mountain thing. I was all the way up top, and that
Oof,
thing comes and got me. I was like, great,
it is
man,
fun.
dude. Like, I can't complain, dude. Like, it's so fun.
That would be fun to live stream. I would genuinely watch that.
My eyes are getting better. Like at first, when I was watching or playing the game, I was like, "Oh my gosh, these graphics, it's terrible. They look like potatoes." But like literally, after a while, my eyes adjusted,
Yeah,
and it looks great now. Other than the color, the color does.
which I
I don't
think I
know,
think
just
that
it
is
looks
your
funky.
TV. I think that is your TV.
It's like I said, it's an older TV.
But
I got my good
raise
one out of the
your
garage.
raise your contrast if you can. I don't know if you can.
It's all the
It's
brightness
all
and
over the.
contrast are all the way up, and then the
Well,
color
but that's
is
what that's
actually
what it
all the way
is.
up.
That's what it is, though, is because your brightness is throwing off your contrast.
That's true. I need to bring my contrast down. You were the one who taught me
No, no,
that,
no.
by the way. I
Bring
forgot
your
about that.
contrast. Bring your
My
contrast up.
contrast and brightness are all the way up, so I need to bring my brightness down and
And
leave it
bring
to
your
adjust
brightness
that.
down. Yeah, because your
Yeah.
contrast is the difference between your lights and darks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The contrast is the black, right?
No,
Like
no.
it,
It's
it
the difference. It's the difference between your lights and your darks.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah,
learning
brightness
something
is
new
just
there.
overall brightness. That's a mistake a lot of people made back in the day because you think that contrast is the darks and brightness is the brights, but no, brightness is overall.
Speaking of bright, that's a boss in Legend Link to the Past. Ah, and he has three heads. No, I'm just kidding.
Which one? God, this was Ketel's favorite game. Which one has the Ballad of the Windfish? What's that one called?
That would probably be Link's Awakening. He was
Yeah, that's what
obsessive
it is.
with
It's
that
Link's
game.
Awakening. Yep. It's Link's Awakening. I don't know
I
why I
did
couldn't
not care
remember.
for it. Like
It
I
was
at the
fun, but I kind of feel the same way about Wind. I couldn't stand Wind Waker.
I don't like the animation.
No, I hated it. I couldn't get into it.
Is
I
that
just
cell
couldn't.
shading?
Yeah, it was, but it was the super cartoony one.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Oh,
Like
I couldn't do it.
that's like Paper Mario. I never
Yeah,
could. I didn't care for it. Like, do you even a Mario fan? You never really played much
not
Mario.
not huge. No, the last one I played
Huge.
was Mario 64. To give you an idea,
Oh, that's fair. That's a
it's
fantastic
fun,
game.
but I mean, it gets a little
After you beat it
repetitive.
once,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
After you beat it once, it's kind of like one of those games that goes on the thing.
I
Now, don't get
still,
me wrong.
yeah, I
That's
still
another one
bust out
I
the
would probably
original
want to
though,
play. Regular Mario.
and Mario 3.
Listen, Mario 3, it's fine. Mario 1, I can't. I hate it. Like the mechanics
Really,
of it. Like you don't realize how bad the mechanics are. Like when
they
you
are
go to
really bad.
when you're running and you go to jump, it works. But if you're not, like, I don't know, dude. It's no, it's actually when you're trying to stop. It doesn't stop immediately like all the other games.
Mhm,
It literally
mhm.
keeps going a split second. And how many times I died on that game? I hate it. But Mario 3, chef's kiss,
Oh yeah, it's so good,
chef's kiss. And then
so
Super
good.
Mario World. I don't know about you. That was one of my favorites. Like
I like it, but I didn't. I prefer Super Mario 3. I get it. Super Mario World has Yoshi, and I get it.
we need to have best Mario adaptations.
Ooh. I still. I'll just go ahead and cast my vote. I think Mario 3 takes it.
Um, I think Super Mario 3 is a fantastic game. I think it's almost as good as World. I think it's like a smidget behind.
Yeah, but
Like
you're just a
because
Super
there are different
Nintendo shill.
mechanics. Well, it's not that. It's there's different mechanics about the game. Like the game itself, Super Mario 3, fantastic. But some of the mechanics were so much better in Super Mario World. Like there was
I mean,
some
that
things
makes
about it I
sense because
hated.
it's newer. Yeah, I mean that does make sense. But I even
And
think
just
I even think Super Mario 3 looks better though. Epic
what?
binary. Yes to what? It said yes.
I'm assuming I would hope Super Mario World is better than Super Mario 3.
No,
No,
that yeah,
actually
that'd be fun. Although, I mean,
I love
actually, I
them
take
both.
that back. If unless we're just counting like the OG side scroller or not the OG RPGs, Mario Kart wins hands
Mario
down.
Kart
Yeah, Mario Kart wins hands down as the best Mario
on
game. Any of them.
well, I was gonna say, dude, because like 64 version was pretty good, but like
No,
I
there's
am a
what
Super Nintendo shill.
it's the one above that. Because don't get me wrong, Mario Kart 64 is really good, but they did another one after that that up to which I'm a GameCube shell, so this is probably although I think it was for the Wii actually, but
See, you were GameCube and I got a PS2.
it's funny though. I
And
mean, you buy what you like and you like what you buy. Yes.
well, the only reason I got PS2 was simply just because of Grand Theft Auto 3. I went over to my buddy Craig's house, which you know who it is,
I
and
know.
we he literally put in the cheats for low gravity and then spawned a tank, turned
Oh yeah.
the thing backwards, and then started flying with the tank. I was like, I have to have this game.
That's awesome.
But then I
No, I
played the game and I was like, I love this game.
no
Like
Vice
the
Vice
story.
City Vice City was a lot of fun.
I love Vice City.
Yeah,
Like
it was a lot of fun.
I didn't play San Andreas, and a lot of people say it's the
I didn't
best
either.
adaptation, and I never played it. Like I went from Vice City to Grand Theft Auto 4.
Hmm.
I didn't play any of the other ones, Vice City Stories, none of that. I went to 4 and then 5. Like and like I don't know if you ever played 5. Oh,
Hmm.
dude, that game is amazing. Like you have a PS4, dude. Like I
Yeah.
would if you ever get a wild hair up your butt and have the extra time, it's definitely worth playing.
No, dude, I PS4 games were like it's real hit or miss for me because like I was real excited I got Star Wars Battlefront. I can't I hate that game so much.
I don't know why it's so
It
regarded.
sucks, dude. It's so terrible.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I tried it. What was it? What was it on? What
PS4.
generation? PS4.
Mhm.
You sure it wasn't on
It might have
PS3?
it might have been on PS3 too. I think it might have come out for both.
Okay,
Or
the only reason I say
maybe
that,
I had Battlefront 2. I
well,
can't remember
maybe
now.
because I had PlayStation Pass for a little bit and I downloaded
Hmm.
that game, which honestly, like anyone hated on PS Pass was like silly. That was awesome at the time because you could play well, not older games, but any game on PS3 in the library. But anyway, yeah, I tried it. I didn't care for it. Like I just, yeah, I didn't care too much about Star Wars to be fair. So
No, but
like,
I was a big fan. Like I really liked Star Wars Rogue Squadron as a game. Now that was all
uh,
ship combat. Battlefront had different elements of it, but yeah, as a game, I just didn't care for it. But I also really like
well,
Shadows of the Empire, which that was a really good game, and it was better than Battlefront.
I played Battlefront and that was it. I've never played another Star Wars
Dude,
game.
I wanted an N64 because of Shadows of the Empire, just to give you an
I
idea.
I'm fairly certain I have a couple Star Wars games for Nintendo 64. I never played them.
Yeah.
I started collecting games.
Speaking of Shadows of the Empire, fun, hilarious story. Um,
Oh.
there were two boss battles where I beat them, but I was doing it the hard way,
Mm-hmm.
and then I learned I was doing it wrong, and I played it again. No, three boss battles. This happened to me three times. IG-88 was the worst because I wasn't using the pulse cannon like an idiot. I beat him, but with a blaster. And for those of you who played that game, you understand. It's like, why would you do something so stupid? Because if you have the pulse cannon, you beat him in like a minute, maybe. Like you just lay on him with the pulse cannon, and he doesn't have time to shoot you because it literally hunts you down. It's so frustrating. It's terrible. And then when you get hurt in that game, it goes, all right. So you're talking about. So you'd have fun with that game, just because of the sound effects. But anyway, I look forward to hearing about how the Shadow Temple goes for you. That's going to be fun.
I don't know if it's anything like the Water Temple. I'm gonna be annoyed. But
You'll be
like I said,
annoyed, but it'll be in a totally different way.
okay, so I used the guide halfway through. Link,
Mhm.
he come to save the day. He comes to
Children
save the
flag.
Princess Zelda. But yeah, I got halfway and then Link beat my ass and then I got scared and then I found it was easy. I literally, yeah, whatever. I was so mad.
It'll be fun. If you guys want us to revisit this when Eric beats the game, let us know in the comments.
It won't be long. Might be next week.
Probably will be next week.
But I think we have some stuff in line.
I don't know now, but whatever. We'll figure it out like we always do. But I guess that'll do it for tonight. But please like, share, and subscribe. Check out our sponsors. Seriously, those lightsabers are sick. So just saying. Actually, yeah, we should find a hack for Legend of Zelda where Link can get a lightsaber. That'd be a lot of fun. Just one shot kill everything.
That would be fantastic. Dude, that would be so much easier. Like there are some things that don't need to be hit so much.
Especially with the Master Sword. It's kind of like,
dude, like I'm already almost through all the temples, but like I haven't got any sword upgrade. Like
you don't need it.
Legend is in Link to the Past, dude. I had 4 upgrades past the Master Sword, and the gold.
No, Master Sword is it. Master Sword is
Well,
it. That's all you need.
It was the Master Sword, but it was tempered.
Yeah. But you get shield upgrades in Ocarina of Time.
The
Technically,
Hylian
you get
Sword.
No,
you
you get it. Yeah, there's the mirror shield. You get it in the Spirit Temple, I think.
You know, the mirror shield was actually in Link to the Past. Did you ever beat Link to the Past?
A long time ago.
Is it because
Like,
I let you borrow it?
Yeah, probably. I was going to say, we're talking like middle school.
Your sister, dude. Remember, she literally zip tied all the wires together when you borrowed my Super Nintendo. I was like, hey, I want to take that home.
Yeah, it's mine.
You're just like, yeah, I beat it. I think that's actually why I took it back was because you beat it.
Yeah. That's right. Fun game, though.
But, absolutely. All right, everybody. It was fun and real, but it wasn't real fun. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was for you. When does
collect souls for you?
When does Mortal Kombat 2 come out?
I don't know. Next year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to visit that one for sure.
Like
can't wait to see 50-year-old Johnny Cage.
Dude, it's Carl Urban. Get out of here.
I understand that, dude, but again, like, I wouldn't. That's not the casting I would have done. Because don't get me wrong, I love Carl Urban, but he's too old.
No,
he's too old to play Johnny Cage.
He is still in his prime, dude.
He's not in his prime. He's not. He was in his prime 10 years ago, back when he was 40.
For another time. Yeah, I can't wait to see it, dude. I'm so stoked for it. I just rewatched the original, not the original Mortal Kombat, but the first version.
Mortal Kombat preparation.
Honestly, I have a new preparation. I have a new preparation. I have a new preparation H. I have a new appreciation for it. Like it's good, you know. Like
I do I do think one of the things though is that I think they were trying to get closer to like the spirit of the games, and
The newer ones. That's the thing.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
yeah, yeah, yeah,
anyone
yeah,
goes
yeah.
into the old movies, it's not anywhere near the same.
That's fair, but there's still
People are just holding on to nostalgia. Like, don't get me
I'm
wrong.
not yeah I'm not gonna dwell on this. I'm just gonna say there are still things in that movie where even making that caveat, they still just don't make sense.
Right.
But anyway, we'll tackle that one when Mortal Kombat gets a little
Goodbye,
closer.
everybody. Have a good night.
Goodbye.